look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now I'm going to show you in this reaction video a musty back heifer who has finally come into the enlightened path. She realizes the thing that she thought was valuable when it came to the dating scene really don't mean anything at all. All your degrees and your accomplishments means absolutely nothing to a man when he's in the mindset of pursuing a woman. So let me go ahead and put this up here for you. 1 second, y'all. Boom. All right, now let's get it.
Lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running. They don't care about any of that stuff. If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you.
Exactly. We don't care about your degrees. We don't care about your senior position. We don't care if you went to Yale, Harvard, or Princeton. All we care about is how you look and how you treat us, which means you got to be in shape, which means you got to maintain your attraction. You know what I mean? You can't just put on 80,000 pounds and stuff like that and expect the man not to have the ideal or entertain the ideal of cheating on you. Regardless of how much he loves you, he's going to be even more. Let me put it to you like this. The more weight you put on, the more tempting it is for him to go get another woman on the side. Okay? If you already look good in the beginning and you're handling your business right, I ain't saying all men are like this, but most men are like this. They ain't going to try to mess that up. So if you run around here putting on weight, bragging about your degrees and your success level and all the stuff like that, you a fool. Because nowhere in human history have a man ever pursued a woman based on her education or her job position. Nowhere on the planet. We are different. We are hardwired differently from you.
You whatsoever. They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you realize that and accept it, you won't even get offended by it. Because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently. A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's not you can't even really fault it. Men have the luxury, because for the most part across, I don't even know if I go as far as saying across the world, but for the most part in most communities, men make more money than women.
It is across the world. It's not just in one locale. It is across the world. That's why I tell men to get in the best position they can be, to be the best version of themselves, so you don't have to put up with a woman's nonsense, man. When you got everything going on for yourself as a man, you have the right to pick what you want from the litter, Jack. Can you dig it?
So they have the luxury of being able to date for things outside of stability, even general, sometimes even compatibility. They can date for whatever reason they want to, whereas women, sometimes we're looking for other stuff. We can have $1 million in the bank. A lot of women would still want a man that has more money than them, or has something equal or something similar.
That's the thing. Women hypergamous nature. You see, women tend to date on their same level and up. Men tend to date on their same level and down. And we may want to get someone that's on a higher level, but we prefer to be in charge. We prefer to be the leaders. And we already know that if we get a woman who makes more money than us and doing better than us, that we're going to have hell in that relationship. She won't respect us the same way that a woman that's on our equal level or below would.
I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women, because they're just scared, they know it makes them an easy target for men that are leeches and moochers and, just want to use them. But men, they just are wired differently. They can go after what's beautiful. So realizing that as a woman, I also had to come to the other harsh reality of what my grandmother told me when I was like maybe 14 or 15. She told me that you have to maintain your appearance as a woman until the day you die.
Facts. Maintain your looks till the day that you die. So y'all get so comfortable with a man that you walk around looking sloppy and nasty and stuff, and then you wonder why your man thing ain't getting up like it used to, but why it jumps up when he see a nice young tender. That's what it is. You got to understand that's part of your marital duty. That's part of being feminine, keeping yourself together. I mean, you're going to get stretch marks and stuff like that as you get older, especially if you have children. But when you are not keeping yourself up, you know what I mean, looking halfway decent, then you are being neglectful to your husband, man. That's like abuse, man.
And I know some of y'all are thinking like, well, damn, Taylor, you didn't listen. I don't wear makeup all the time, but I still kind of feel like I'm put together. I always have good hygiene. I always maintain, you know, a certain level of fitness. Y'all know my mother died. She had a stroke when I was 13. So I always try to maintain a certain level of fitness. But she told me that you have to be it all, or like you have to, like, you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be strong, you can be, you know, like all of these other things, but you can never neglect your appearance in the process. And coming to that realization, like, wow, as a woman, you always have to maintain your appearance, because it's just, there's so much currency in a woman's appearance. And I'm going to tell you one other thing. My grandmother is 94 years old. She's a woman who's always taking care of herself physically. She always told me, don't let your kids stress you out. Don't let your husband stress you out. Don't let your job stress you out. And I'm telling you right now, every time I go out with my grandmother, she always gets compliments on her looks. People never believe her age. She gets hit on by men. At 94 years old, she's still getting hit on, which is crazy to me.
Damn, I want to see what Granny looked like, don't y'all?
But it happens. And I understand now that, like, beautiful women are always going to have options. Okay? So, like, as the very...
Let me put it right here. A woman that keeps herself in shape and looks sexy and look beautiful will always have more options than a woman who has a degree. She will always have more options than a woman who has a senior position at any job. You get what I'm saying? Unless that woman with the degree look good as her, the woman who looks really super good and has a feminine quality to her will always have more options than a woman who is highly educated. Can you dig it?
At the very most, a man who can get a beautiful woman that's also smart, funny, and all that other stuff, he's gonna feel like he hit the jackpot. But if you're a woman that never really puts much effort into their appearance, you don't maintain your fitness, you don't really, you know, try to dress in a way that's, you know, where you at least look polished. You don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to look like a Barbie doll. Some people prefer a more natural look. You don't have to have a super exaggerated body or anything like that either. But if you don't look put together, or they don't find you attractive, it's hard, like dating.
So that should let you know, coming outside in that soda, that big red soda covered Crocs you wear on your feet, them stinking ass socks, those dirty ass pajamas, that lint covered ass hair button you wear, that stuff don't turn no man on at all.
It is. And like I said, men are just wired differently. They're built differently. They have the luxury of being able to date just for looks, whereas women, we're looking for more than that. Okay? So if you're a woman that has money, education, can provide for themselves, all of this kind of stuff, but you don't do anything to maintain your appearance, unfortunately, you're going to attract sometimes the wrong men. I see it all the time. Like, you might attract the pretty men, but you're gonna have to take care of them physically, financially, all of that kind of stuff. They will mooch off of you, they will lie to you, they will abuse you, they will do all of this other stuff. They will try to control your finances, they will splurge on other women on your dime. I've seen it happen.
This is what happens when you often see a woman that's overweight, who may have a little bit of money, or she have her own residence and she get Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook, lazy people who don't want to work. They'll find these type of women who don't have enough pride in their own appearance and mooch off of them and live with them. You know what I mean? But when a woman take care of herself and has self-pride, she's not going to want those type of men. But when you are dressed down and look horrible all the time, it tells everybody that you have no pride in self. So you'll get the Pookie, you'll get the Ray Ray. That's why you see most of these dudes have these big heavyweight women, and they taking care of them. Think about it.
Okay, and ask any woman who's maybe had an extreme like weight loss, or done something to their self physically. Like for instance, maybe they got their teeth done, maybe they changed their hair, maybe they got their breasts done, maybe they got like a liposuction, something like that. Ask them if their quality of men or the type of men that they attracted once they made those physical changes changed.
Exactly. So it's important for a woman to keep herself up, to keep herself in shape and look good for her man. If not, go choose the Pookie over there. Can you dig it? Well, you let me know what you think about this particular topic, man, and I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. You take it easy now here.